I can go up higher again, I think.
12 years later, a Mars mission. In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me.
Old Nintendo Gamer.
And son.
Hello and welcome to Old Nintendo Gamer and Son, as we're starting a very chill game entitled... Are you ready? You want to start? Yes. Do you want to show the tutorial? Yes, I do. Let's go. I want to see the tutorial. I want to see everything. Yes, please. Welcome to the Wasteland. This is Golf Club Wasteland. I ran to the restricted area where the taxi ship landed, and I continue. Now, I'm going to be quiet during this game because this game is about putting on some headphones and listening to the radio in the background. And that's what we should be doing. Enjoy.
They speak in two tongues, but still for hours stay tall. The same oxygen in their lungs.
We'll wait for the man in the backpack to arrive back at the ball. Oh, it's far too hard. Right, this is going to be tricky to gauge the distances of the ball involved. Oh yeah! New diary entry unlocked. Right then, what is that? Radioactivity, usually a group would arrive. It's telling us a story as we're going along, but there'll be other stories as well. Use the right stick to move the camera, ZR and L and R to zoom in and out. There's a cow in the background. Right, I'm going to press plus for a minute because it did say have a look at the diary, and I've done some of this and then realized there's a recording problem starting once again. I haven't gotten too far into it, but my legs are numb. I'm too old for these trips. 2 strokes. If I got the first level in 2 strokes, I would unlock a little bit of other quips. But here I am. So many lonely, guilt-ridden years have passed. Right, let's carry on and just not look at the diary entries, but we're gonna just see if we can judge this to perfection. Over the top! And down into the hole! Hole in one! Come on. Outskirts of Alphaville is the next level. It became my habit to watch them play from behind the fence. Be wary of water and other hazards. Sit back and relax to this music. They wore protective suits like giant insects with jetpacks. Right, we can do the story mode, which is explore a wasteland world without pressure, which we are going to head into. There's also a challenge mode, which each hole is assigned a power value, and you have to reach the power under to progress the next level. So the hole is par 4, you get in 4 hearts, 4 hits, and iron mode. Do you have an iron well? No mistakes allowed. Complete the challenge mode to unlock iron mode. Now let's probably work through the entirety of the game. Far too far. Work through the entirety of the game all under par. Well then, here we go.
Amateur Chende and arguably the first interplanetary hit, 2 astronauts, an anthem to the Great Evacuation, and certainly one of our most popular requests. Speaking of requests, please follow Habitat protocols for sanitation.
Once they spotted me and tried to hunt me down.
Some of you don't like it, but all water is recycled, so pee into the funnel installed next to your toilet, please. Speaking of pee and poop, we recently welcomed our first official little Martian to the colony, and our next caller, Sophia, tells us what it's like to be a new mother on Mars.
Cute. I guess I thought it was contaminated. Dangerous.
It was a project I funded from the very beginning. I knew it had potential and I trusted the amazing team working on it. As angel investors, my husband and I got early placements in the ARC ship. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to further human survival in our solar system. Speaking of the human project, I have some exciting news. Just a week ago, we welcomed our baby boy into the world.
It's good you can afford it.
Words cannot express how overjoyed we are at welcoming little Maxim. Putting him to bed reminds me of my parents. From our window here in Tesla City, we can see the Earth, tiny enough to fit in Maxim's hand. It pains me that my child might never experience the beauty of my home in the Hamptons. The nature, coastline, the old lighthouse, and the food, the houses of our friends, evening parties.
Oh,
Life
not bad.
compared to this barren, rugged terrain. I send my little Martian to sleep with a lullaby my mother sang for me. Thanks to these songs, I'm able to retain, at least on a rudimentary level, my mother tongue. She sang like this.
But this was strange. This one, he played along. Must be talking about. Sorry, I'm just sipping coffee and dropping down. Ah, we're in China. Ornotto.
Thank you, Sophia, for that uplifting news and beautiful song. Life always finds a way.
New
Just as
diary
precious
entry.
as a new life is the water that sustains it.
Yacht without
You
a
may have
party,
noticed
so I
that it
followed.
doesn't rain here on Mars. So another
followed him.
friendly reminder that showers are strictly limited to 30 seconds each, with no exceptions. Corporate is looking into extending this time frame, but is meeting resistance from Section DC, who want lab rat urine to be excluded from the water recycling program, which would actually reduce allocated shower times to 27 seconds. Want to say in this? Join our sectional weekly meetings and vote while sipping on a relaxing tube of OMAS. Feels good, as it should.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Right, I gotta get over that pool there, otherwise I'm in trouble. So let's smack it one. Oh, let's try a slightly different angle. That's not gonna cut it either. That's better.
Like spaceship Earth around the sun. A diver's breath in the deep blue sea. Bubbles like your thoughts of me. Make up sex on Sunday's day. Like an airplane on a runaway.
Right, I've done this hole before, and I find this raft has quite a sticky surface, being made of rubber.
Like a desperate man taking his
Look at that.
chance. Quick as he said your first dance.
Come on.
Keep your eyes open and don't you blink. You'll miss the
Let me tell you my story.
for it since. Life passes quickly, life bursts like a bomb. Like a child in the morning, and soon it comes. Hold it close and don't waste your breath. The time will come when nothing is left. 'Cause life passes quickly. It flies by.
Very Alt J inspired, this song, fair play. I hope recording this I won't get takedowns from on YouTube. It's constantly a threat. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, great. Good job. Even by the picture out of the pizza. Jesus Christ. Smack it up there and see what happens. Oh, that's better.
High speed on the Autobahn.
And this one.
Like spaceship Earth around the sun. Like a diver's breath in the deep blue sea.
Stop.
Passes like your thoughts of me. Make up sex on Sunday's day.
Yay! Eventually, sorry. That was a struggle.
Like a desperate
Covfefe ideology. A few years ago, the weather became severe. Some people didn't believe it. Covfefe. Always nice to make fun of Trump. Yeah, in 2 hits. Starvation and epidemics spread.
You're home away from home. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
life passes quickly indeed. Another blast from the past, reminding us to savor each moment as it flies by. Speaking of savoring things, the Health and Wellbeing Department would like us to remind you that the popping and fizzing noise your dried food makes when you're adding water is perfectly normal and does not mean it has gone off or is contaminated. The Health and Wellbeing Department would also like to take this moment to remind you to take your bone density pills twice a week now, as it was discovered the original dose is off by a factor of 2. Right, on with the show. Music and dancing have always been a mainstay of stress relief and letting go. Our next caller, Merva,
We were without food and the water made us sick.
with memories of awkward first kisses and a life-altering club experience invoking a philosophical epiphany.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration.
Alright, who's that kid running by there? So there are people living on Earth.
So, when I was a kid in Vienna, in high school, we
Come on.
used to learn all the German poets, like Best Friends, Goethe and Schiller. But
A privileged
the
few
first
escaped
poet
to
that
Mars.
actually spoke to me
Ah,
was
it's only the
Heinrich
rich people who went to
Heine.
Mars.
I knew a couple of Heine's poems by heart that are now buried somewhere deep in my mind. But one passage about burning books stuck with me. Yes, even till today. So, just to fast forward to college, just a couple of years before the Great Catastrophe, I was walking around Berlin with a group of friends coming from a house party. Phew, I still remember that apartment smelling of potatoes. Yes, because we always made pommes and drank schnapps before heading out. Yeah. And after that, I remember passing by Alexanderplatz on that very, very hot night. And next to me was a guy I liked. We kissed before, but I can't say I really remember that. Probably from all the drinking, or maybe he was just a bad kisser.
I just like listening to these stories of cool.
I can
My
still
mother gave me
feel
birth to an albino baby. Me.
sticky, sweaty, and very ambivalent feeling of us holding hands. Yeah, anyways, we popped some pills and entered our techno church that, well, now when I think back, I visited more often than my college. And I remember the beat in my chest and all these young bodies moving in this industrial
Oh,
space.
nearly got it in. I needed it in that
I
pipe
used
there.
to love dancing and counting beats in techno songs, but one song was very strange. It just went repetition, 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 and then this female vocal would creep out of nowhere. And then suddenly I felt very dizzy, so I sat on the ground and held my knees closely to my chest. It was some sort of like, like
Oh, no.
protective instinct. I was like an animal. And I felt cold sweat dripping down my neck. Ugh. And I'm sure my guy thought I was completely crazy. And then out of nowhere, the Heine lines clearly came to me. I sat there motionless, surrounded by the ugly, hypnotic, delirious atmosphere. And no effort to recall Heine's lines. They were just there, planted in my head. Wilde, düstere Zeiten dröhnen heran und der Prophet, der eine
Yay, in the
Apokalypse
toilet.
schreiben wollte, musste ganz neue Bestien erfinden. Und zwar so
She died soon after the
schreckliche,
great catastrophe.
dass die
This
älteren
child's
johannischen
mother
Tiersymbole
who gave birth to
dagegen
him.
nur sanfte Täubchen und Amoretten wären. Die Götter
Is that the
verhüllen
albino
ihr Antlitz
boy?
aus
Albino boy.
Mitleid mit den Menschenkindern, ihren langjährigen Pfleglingen und vielleicht zugleich auch aus Besorgnis über das eigene Schicksal. And yeah, 2 years later, I ended up here, on Mars.
That does bring back memories of university days and sweaty club nights. Earthly hedonism at its finest. For the record, corporate does not endorse or advocate the use of psychedelic drugs and reminds you, dear listeners, that Class A drugs are just as illegal here on Mars as they were on Earth. Okay, disclaimer out of the way, we actually have a surprise for Mirva. We tracked down that weird song in her head and dug it out of the archives for all to hear. Grab a tube of OMAS and enjoy the ride while sipping on pure calm.
The deepest tunes, the warmest memories. Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Oh, that's good. Ah! Balls. Who would have known that was going to happen? This is going to be tricky. I wonder if I can hit it into that pipe there. Where's that going to lead it to? No, it's going to go into the water. Damn. I'm really repeating things here. Why am I doing this? Because I want to get up into the lift there. We're up on the second floor, or the first floor in England. In you go. No, why is it going so fast? Oh, I just about saved it, fortunately. Right, hopefully I can get right at the top there now. Come on. Oh, you beast! Oh, good, it blew up. Yes, we're over. Come on. Now we gotta make it across this blinking river now. Too bad, not too bad. Making our way there eventually. Yay! Finally. Aphrodite with a selfie stick. Lived like a pack of dogs feeding on cats, rats, and bugs. An exhibition, if I go down there, looks like I'm going to end up in the water. But how else would I get in? Let's try. Ooh. Alright, this is getting tricky. Is that a button I could potentially hit there? Can't even hit it up there, it's too far. Right, I'm gonna try and hit that red thing there. Maybe not. Oh. Hello, alien. Nearly got it there, nearly got it there. Oh, for Pete's sake. That's gotta surely take me up to there. Which might be a... Yay! Up you go. It's nice to see the golf ball going up for a change. No! Stop, 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 stop. Right, so there's wooden planks. That's gonna go down, innit?
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Yeah.
Well, what can I say? No wonder that song got into her head. But with a little help from some friends, she pulled through. Another thing that can get into your head is living conditions here on Mars. Life up here on Mars can get a bit overwhelming at times, so along with the soothing Omas drink, no stress, no fuss, it bears mentioning that wellness counseling is mandatory for all team members, regardless of rank or tenure. The wellness sessions are completely confidential and anonymous, but do remember that all conversations are monitored and recorded for security reasons, and you must have your ID badge and sectional access pass visible at all times.
Yeah, it's confidential. Hadn't seen a human face for years.
Okay, time for another story. Our last caller for Tussauds show is Francesco,
Beijing,
who
Shanghai,
tells a
Beijing
haunting
Tower.
tale of his last days on Earth as the great catastrophe kicked into high gear.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
It was an extremely humid summer. My parents would not let me out because of the floods in Italy. My father went outside and was working in the greenhouse on the vineyard, and my mother was a doctor. She read Italian fairy tales to me. I was very small, but I remember many days when our neighbors would gather at our house and make
I don't think I can get
plans.
over there.
It rained heavily at
Nope.
night.
Now we're gonna have to go
They
back
said
up.
to me, powerful people want to take my great-great-grandfather's land. One image stuck in my memory. It was daybreak. I woke up and I could faintly hear in the dark. Oh, Gorizia, tu sei maledetta. Only later I understood the history behind this song. Outside I saw men and women.
There's the
My father and mother.
albino
rifles in
boy.
their hands. My father was crying and singing. I was at the door of the house.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, at least I go back at the top.
My mother turned, smiled at me, but it was a mysterious, confident smile. Cara moglie che tu non mi senti, raccomando ai compagni vicini di tenermi da conto i bambini.
Happy with this so far? We get in there, we get in there.
Io muoio col suo nome.
There's a blighter, this one, isn't it? Tricky little blighter.
Of course, I had no idea where they were buried. Traditori signori ufficiali, che la guerra l'avete voluta, scannatori di
We get up higher.
venduta e rovina della gioventù.
Come on. I can go up higher again, I think.
12 years later, the Mars mission. In a way, the people who killed my parents found me in Italy and recruited me. Saved me, you can say. It is ironic, no? My parents fought for freedom. I cannot say I'm free here on Mars.
Please
I
go
took
over.
my semen this morning for the population.
Hey, we got there.
Here, on Mars, often in the middle of the night, I hear my parents sing.
Nice. Until I stumble on the group hitting an orange ball.
O Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni cuore che sente coscienza.
Oh, the squirrel's nicking my ball, a little kid. Right, so we gotta go from tree to tree by the looks of it.
E il ritorno per molti non fu. O Gorizia, tu sei maledetta per ogni
Too much.
cuore che
Oh, that's hard.
sente
Oh, that's too hard.
Dolorosa ci fu la partenza.
Stop. Good. Lots of trial and error. Can I make it across?
Non fu.
Right.
Radio nostalgia from Mars.
Another little story. Nice. What about making it across into the leaves? No. Yeah, first time. Tricky blight of a mission. It says, oh, what a little bit of luck there. Right then. Yay, the squirrel's got it. Thank you, squirrel. You damn squirrels. What are you doing with my balls? These hazmat-clad Martians were collecting samples. Now we're gonna go between skyscrapers, oh my god. And as this tune is playing out in the background, I think we'll keep it to about half an hour per episode for this game. If there's a little somebody chatting in the background, we'll carry on, let that finish, wait until a song kicks in, and then we'll call it. So I gotta make it in the next episode across, oh my giddy aunt, across there. Where is, oh, the flag is going up and down. All I can say is good luck in the next episode. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our private Discord server, and you can support us via Ko-fi. All the relevant links are in the description below and in the banner above.